The photo wasn't sent to me. That's what made it worse. It just existed. Tagged. Public. Careless. I stared at my phone, thumb hovering over the screen like it might burn me if I touched it again. Her smile filled the frame. Wide, careless, glowing under neon lights. Vegas did that to people. Made everything look louder than it really was. She told me it was a quiet trip. Just her and the girls. Nothing crazy, she'd said, laughing softly while packing. You know me. Yeah, I did. Or at least I thought I did. I zoomed in. Not on her. Behind her. Blurry at first. Just shapes. A shoulder. A silhouette. Then I adjusted the contrast. Brightness. And there he was. Not tagged. Not mentioned. But unmistakable. Her ex. Standing just behind her. Close enough that it wasn't accidental. Close enough that I could feel something inside me go very, very still. No anger. Not yet. Just silence. The kind that spread slowly. Like ink in water. I didn't call her. I didn't text. I just sat there, memorizing the image. Because something told me this wasn't a coincidence. The next morning she called me. Her voice was bright, light, effortless. Hey babe, you wouldn't believe this place. It's insane. I leaned back in my chair, phone pressed to my ear, eyes still on that photo. I can imagine. She laughed, a little too freely. You sound tired. Long night. Work? Something like that. A pause. Short. But I caught it. Miss you, she said. I closed my eyes, measured my breathing. Yeah, I didn't say it back. That was the moment I knew, not because of the photo, not because of him, but because she said miss you like it was routine, like it cost her nothing. I started paying attention after that, not to what she said, but to what she didn't. Her messages got shorter, delayed. Photos stopped coming unless I asked, and when they did, they were curated. Angles, lighting, framing, always her. Never the background. But people make mistakes, not big ones. Small ones, the kind they don't notice. Like reflections in mirrors. A shadow in the corner of a glass table. A second drink on a night she claimed she was alone. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I smiled. I replied normally. I asked about her day. I told her about mine. I became predictable. Safe. Because when people think they're safe, they stop hiding. And she did. By day 3, I had a folder. Screenshots. Photos. Timestamps. Patterns. Same hotel. Same time gaps. Same hours she went offline. And him. Always him. Just out of frame. But never really gone. I found his profile easily. He wasn't private. People like him rarely are. His stories filled in the gaps hers avoided. A bar she hadn't been to. A rooftop she never mentioned. A blurry video where her laugh cut through the music. Clear as glass. I watched it 3 times. Not because I needed proof, but because I needed to understand something. How easy it was for her. That's what hurt. Not the betrayal. Not even him. The ease, like I was already gone. By the time she texted me, flight back tomorrow, I was already finished. Not angry, not broken, just done. I looked around the apartment that night. Our apartment. Her shoes by the door. Her perfume on the shelf. Her jacket draped over the chair like she'd be back any second. I stood there for a long time. Not moving, not thinking, just observing. Then I nodded. Once. And started planning. I didn't sleep that night. Not because I couldn't. Because I didn't need to. There's a clarity that comes with certainty. A kind of cold focus. By morning, I'd already made the decision. Now I just needed to execute it. I started with the easy things. Logistics. I called the landlord. Calm. Professional. Explained that I'd be vacating early. Willing to cover the penalty. Money was irrelevant now. He agreed. Of course he did. Then I moved to the apartment. I didn't rush. That's the mistake people make when they're emotional. They rush. They break things. They leave pieces behind. I left nothing. Her clothes went into boxes, folded, neatly, like I was packing for someone who mattered. Shoes paired together, accessories sorted. Even the small things, the kind people forget. Hair ties, makeup brushes, that stupid candle she said she loved but never used. Everything documented. Everything organized. Not out of kindness, out of control. By noon, the apartment looked neutral. Like we had never existed there. I took one last walk through each room. Kitchen, living room, bedroom. No memories, just space. Then I made the call. Her parents, her mother picked up. Warm voice, familiar. Trusting. Hey, is everything okay? I smiled slightly. Not because anything was funny, but because of how quickly things can change. Yeah, I said calmly. I just thought you should know something before she gets back. A pause, concern creeping in. What do you mean? I think it's better if you ask her about Vegas. Silence. Then, what happened? I exhaled slowly, measured. I'll send you something. And I did. Not everything, just enough. The photo, the video, the timestamps. Truth doesn't need decoration. I hung up before she could respond. Then I blocked her number. Not out of anger, but because I didn't need noise. By evening, I was gone. Keys returned. Boxes delivered to her parents' house. Not mine, not ours. The final detail. I checked into a hotel across the city. Somewhere quiet. Forgettable. And I waited. Her flight landed at 9:40 p.m. I knew because she told me. Because she still thought I was there. Still thought she could walk back into the life she paused. At 10:12 p.m., my phone lit up. Unknown number. I let it ring. Again, then a voicemail. I didn't listen immediately. I poured a drink first, sat by the window, watched the city breathe. Only then, I pressed play. Her voice was different. Not bright, not effortless. Cracked. Where are you? A pause. Shaky breath. Why are my things at my parents' house? Another pause. They showed me the messages. Silence. Then the part I was waiting for. I can explain. I closed my eyes. There it was. Not denial. Not confusion. Explanation. Which means she knew. I didn't mean for it to... I stopped the voicemail. Didn't need the rest. Because explanations are just rearranged lies. The next message came as text. Long, messy, desperate. Words stacked on top of each other like they could rebuild something already erased. I didn't read all of it. Just the first line. Please don't do this. I stared at it for a long time. Then I typed. One sentence. No anger. No emotion. Just truth. You already did. I hit send. Then turned off my phone. Not dramatically. Not impulsively. Just decisively. Because there was nothing left to hear. Nothing left to say. People think betrayal is loud, explosive. It's not. It's quiet. Subtle. A series of small choices made in the dark. Until one day, there's nothing left but the truth. And by then, it's already over. I didn't lose her. I just finally saw her.